This is Wicked Rhody, a wicked good podcast about Rhode Island events and life. Hey everybody, welcome back. My name's Mary Larson.
And I'm Ben DeCastro. Thank you so much for tuning in. And, you know, you're probably listening to this, and hopefully your electricity is 100% back on.
Oh, let's hope.
Because we got really rocked with a storm earlier this week that it was like perfect timing because it came late on Sunday night.
Yes.
Early Monday morning, rather. Mm-hmm. So all the events we talked about last weekend,
you were able to do.
Yeah, absolutely. You got them in. I'm sure that Halloween trick-or-treating was a bit interrupted.
Correct.
But nevertheless, you know, did your kids really need all that candy? You know, it was a good excuse to dial it down a bit.
I think it's a good excuse to eat more of yours.
There you go.
So,
well, and here's the thing. Like last week, there was the Bristol Strollabout. There was on Halloween Day. I know Dan's Place in West Greenwich opened up their parking lot. Said, "Hey, listen, if you're out of power or whatever, come on down here, and or if you have candy you want to pass out,
yep.
You know, they'll have police there. They had the police there to make it like a safe environment and whatnot. So those kind of different opportunities that come up from time to time, it's a great chance to do something different.
Yeah.
But the storm certainly caught a lot of people off guard.
I was just going to ask you. So, you know, I don't have cable anymore.
Sure.
Broke up.
Yep.
It was, Patriots game. My husband was at the game, so I was juggling the kids, and I really wasn't paying attention to anything. I knew it was a storm, but had we had any idea that there were going to be winds that bad?
It was supposed to be windy, but the thing that a lot of people have been saying, and, you know, I tend to tune in a bit more to the talk radio side just because I fell in from time to time. A lot of people are saying because it wasn't a named storm.
Yes. Meaning
it wasn't formerly a hurricane that was named or formerly a depression or a tropical storm. This was just a very
crazy storm.
A very good storm.
Yeah. And
believe it or not, at the very tail end of it, there was a little remnants of Philippe, but that wasn't the main body of it. This was just a nor'easter that just...
Why wasn't it a hurricane if winds reached up to 93 miles per hour?
Because those were gusts. It has to be sustained winds of over 75 miles an hour for it to be qualified as a hurricane.
Gotcha.
But there are other qualifications that didn't show in the beginning and just how it came through. So...
I was definitely blown away.
Hey-o.
I looked outside my window and my neighbor's real estate sign flew off, and it was a heavy sign.
Oh yeah, I had my neighbor's chimney cap on my front lawn.
Yep.
Sue and I got rid of, and our neighbors, we got rid of these two massive trees that were all sorts of diseased in the middle, and we got rid of those earlier in the summer, and
Thank goodness.
It was the best $350 we ever spent because we split it between the two of us. So we paid $350. Our neighbors paid $350. When they took these trees down, there was so much like crap inside the middle of it.
It wouldn't have survived.
Exactly. So it's important that, you know, if you have property, trees on your property, and, you know, they're within the height, if it's within the radius of your house or within power lines, you really need to call an arborist every now and then and have them check up on that.
Is you've talked to me about the trees in my yard. You've been very kind as a friend, being like,
sure.
Hey, you need to check that out. So I just last week, prior to the storm, posted on my Facebook page, hey guys, who are some great tree removers? And then this happened.
Yeah.
So you know who can't seem to get through? Me.
They're a little busy right now.
Yes.
But you're in a lucky spot where you didn't have an issue. I know
Correct.
A lot of people all over the state had some massive trees come down, major damage. So, hey, it is what it is. You know, we're just, you know, be thankful that nobody was truly injured or killed.
Yeah.
You know, property, houses, fences, cars, those they can all be repaired.
Yes.
But hey, it is what it is. So, hey, listen, if you're tuning in while you're on the road, working, getting errands done, maybe you're raking up the leaves or the leaves bloom into your neighbor's yard. I did see that on the Monday. Afterwards, I saw a group of landscapers leaf blowing. Guys, I think you're losing a battle here. It was early in the morning. It's still a lot of wind. But no matter what you're doing, if you hear something that piques your interest, sit back, relax, and enjoy. We'll have all the links and info for you in our show notes and on our website, wickedroadypodcast.com. In today's Masterpiece Theater section, Not quite.
Not quite, but close. So
This is
this is very Americana, right?
I was going to say, I heard like 15 different leads to different.
All of the
I'm
American
so confused
songs.
right now. Is it 4th of July? Is it?
Yeah,
But this is the American band.
yeah, and we play pretty
Big.
much all of those jams.
Yeah. So this is coming up on your big one. What's our wicked interesting pick of the week?
Our wicked interesting pick is the American band is celebrating its 180th anniversary.
Yeah.
Think about that. Like a musical ensemble is turning 180 years. Very excited about this. It's going to be happening Sunday, November 5th at 3 p.m. at Rhode Island College, Saplincy Hall. We're going to have pieces by John Williams, like especially Star Wars, for those of you who like Star Wars, Holst, Aaron Copland, Percy Granger, Bernstein, all these different people. And of course, John Philip Sousa, lots of marches. So for those of you who do like that good old-fashioned American march music, that's what this band was founded on. We've kind of changed and morphed over the time. So we have the oldie but goodies and even some more modern stuff. But we've got a new composition by this guy named Peter Boyer, who actually went to Rick.
Yes.
He has Rhode Island roots. He's now out in LA helping, orchestrate music that you may see on films and TV and all this stuff out in Hollywood. So he actually composed a piece for our anniversary concert. Really excited about this. I, of course, play the baritone sax in the American band, and general admission is $15. Seniors and students can get in for $12. You can buy them ahead of time, or you can buy them at Rick. But let me tell you, especially for people who love this kind of music, you go see wind ensembles and bands during the summer. You can still do it in the fall. Wind ensembles like mine, bands like mine, we perform year round, which is pretty neat.
Two things about this. Brian Cardenet,
Yes.
Dr. Cardenet, he joined me in the car a few weeks ago for carpooling. Mm-hmm. Was a fun time. If you haven't seen it, check that episode out. It's actually, I think it's the most shared episode we've done at Carpool.
Get
Yeah, a lot
out.
of people enjoyed it. It was a fun time, and it was great to learn about all the people who are in the orchestra, how you're all really volunteers.
Yes.
And this is really a passion project for you guys, which is really cool. And also, the second thing, there is no Patriots game on Sunday.
I know.
So 3:00. Go
There's
for
no
it.
reason
Absolutely.
not to be there.
Absolutely.
You know, I feel like that.
Unless you're going to
part of
watch
the reason-
Jimmy G, blow it with the 49ers. Our best to Jimmy Garoppolo.
I love it.
Patriots team got a little uglier this week.
Oh my God. So yeah, I mean, there's really no reason not to come. So come on over. And
Be great.
especially another idea, just for those of you who may have teenagers or young students in your life, whether they're your niece, nephew, child, neighbor's friend, whatever, if they play an instrument, whether it's a wind ensemble instrument, an orchestra instrument, any of that kind of stuff, groups like this really are empowering for youth to see that you can continue these hobbies, these artistic hobbies or passions, even as you become an adult. So just put that in your mind right now, that it could be a really nice Sunday afternoon activity, especially since there's no football.
Absolutely. So that's our wicked interesting pick of the week. And now here's the wicked fun in the 401. Hey, a great way to get ready for a massive American band concert on Sunday is to go out on Saturday night and check out the full lighting of Waterfire, which is the annual Salute to Veterans. It's happening on Saturday, November 4th. The full lighting will begin at 5:36 p.m. because that's when sunset is.
Look how exact you are with that time frame.
Well,
5:36.
we want you to be there. We want you to
Yes.
be there, ready to go see the Brazers as they come down. Well, the Brazers are the things that
Hold the
float,
fire.
right? Yeah. So see the pyro.
The boats.
Yeah, the pyros come by and light it up. It's a full lighting of the Waterfire, and this is really a collaborative, community-wide celebration whose mission is to honor and recognize all United States veterans, active and reserve military personnel, and their families, because they all give a lot of service, sacrifice, and contributions to this nation. And this is just a really great night to come together and say, hey, thanks. We appreciate
Yeah.
it. It's going to be there'll be all sorts of displays up and down the Providence River, different groups. Go out, support it. It is on Saturday. Like I said, the sun sets at 5:36, so that's when they'll start lighting. But those parties go on well into the evening.
Oh, yeah. Party don't stop.
What else we got coming up?
Saturday night from 8 to 11 p.m., I want you to think about heading on over to Portsmouth, another area of the state that doesn't get enough love on this podcast. The Full Moon Fest is taking place. Now, you can get tickets $18 ahead of time, $20 at the door. So, Common Fence Music, they're going to be hosting this Full Moon Fest. It's a fun mini festival dedicated to songs and songwriters. So, there's going to be the Americana dobro player and singer-songwriter Abby Gardner of the band Red Molly. It's her first solo performance at the Common Fence Point. There's going to be guitarist Susan Levine, a multi-instrumentalist Doug Quatler. Hopefully I said that kind of right. Also a Providence-based singer-songwriter and guitarist Chris Capaldi. Lots of great people. So this is something that if you wanted to go hear, real new music that is by performers, not just on the radio, not just people who are getting paid bajillions and bajillions of dollars, but some really talented people out there. Head on over. Once again, it's the Common Fence Music at Portsmouth. Full Moon Fest, Saturday night.
Awesome. On Saturday afternoon, take a ride down to the Farmer's Daughter. Now, that is in Wakefield, Rhode Island.
I love that place.
I've never been.
Oh, my gosh.
So I will not be around, but I will go there at some point.
It's on my way to URI. It's the most adorable farm.
Well, I will have to check it out.
Yeah.
Well, if you are around and have the time to do it, and you should, the 15th annual pumpkin launch. What? This is yes, absolutely. Not sure what to do with all those pumpkins you carved? Launch them. The event is free to attend, but they're asking, listen, can you bring 2 non-perishable food items per pumpkin? Because, it's that time of year where we got to start taking care of our neighbors in need. All the donated items will go to the Johnny Cake Center of Peacedale for their food pantry. But they are bringing they are taking the pumpkins and launching them via gauntlet style and all the different things. They just throw them out. It's fun. It's cool. And the best part is the pumpkins are biodegradable. Yeah. So they're going to help, nourish.
You're totally a farmer family, aren't you?
Yes, it's going to nourish the ground. There you go. The pumpkin registration starts at 12:15. The first pumpkins will fire off at 12:30. If you want more information, obviously our website has all the details, but that's happening on Saturday, November 4th. Rain date, Sunday, November 5th, same time.
Nice. Friday hasn't really been mentioned yet.
No.
You noticed that?
Yeah, no. What should I do on Friday aside from get on an airplane wicked early in the morning?
So I want you to check out and all that jazz. It is the Brown Swing Club. This is their biggest dance of the semester. It's Friday night, 8 p.m. to midnight. There's going to be a beginner swing lesson at 8 p.m. You do not need a partner.
Bring your swimming caps.
Right? There's live swing music by the Top Cats. So swing music is meant to be social.
How come we never hear from the bottom cats? It's always the Top Cats. The bottom cats are, they're at the base of the pyramid. Yeah. They're trying to hold up the top cats.
Yes. They're putting in just as much work, if not more.
If you bottom cats, give me a call. We'll give you a special shout out your next event. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
No, so
ADHD kicking in.
So the Brown Swing Club, they are a community group. It's not just for Brown students or people who work at Brown. It is literally meant for the Southern New England community to come on over, learn how to swing dance, get to have fun with a live swing orchestra. Classy attire is encouraged, and get this, the event is free and open to the public. So, say you are going to a little event Friday night, but then you have some free time afterwards, and it's before midnight. Head on over. Head on over. There's still music and still lots of dancing, whether you have a partner or not. Swing dancing is all about dancing around with different folk.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I could go in so many different directions with that.
I know. I'm trying to be careful because of the word swingers, and
you said it.
I did it. I'm just going to start the next segment after that.
The Swingin' One. Speaking of swingers, thank you, Madonna. Anywhere you're located in the state of Rhode Island, you're never more than 18 and a half miles from either the ocean or Connecticut or Massachusetts. So why not take a quick ride over the line? The next of our favorite series, the Cardi's Furniture and Mattresses Extra Point Show, will be taking place on Monday, November 6th at 7 o'clock at night It is Brandon Cooks of the New England Patriots. Now, listen, they're on a bye week.
Okay, yes.
So they're not playing a game the day before.
That's why you go in to see the American band
That's
instead.
right, absolutely. You can go to Cardi's, and Brandon Cooks is hot. He's a big player. He was a big name that was signed over the past offseason. He will attract a lot of people.
Okay.
So make sure you get there early, because if you're one of the first 100 people there, you get a free color autographed photo of the player.
Not bad.
They will not sign personal items, so leave your old seat from the old stadium at home.
Nasty.
You don't need to bring it out. Okay, there are people who do that.
No.
You see them at collectors shows. You see them at major rallies. They have like their own special like hand truck for these things.
Bless their heart.
Don't bother.
Nope.
This
Not
is a
allowed.
family-friendly event. This is something geared for all ages. And, I interviewed Scott Credisci, who is the host of it. And, of course, it broadcasts live on 103.7 FM WEEI. And it's videoed, it's taped for play on MyRI TV. I chatted with Scott Credisci about this on the last Carpooling with Ben. And he was telling me how awesome it is. And I know this from seeing them. They don't necessarily talk all sports the entire show. They talk a little bit about how the season's going. But a lot of it is kind of background information. Okay, what do you like to do in your spare time? What are some of your interests? What are some of your hobbies? What charitable efforts are you involved with? And a lot of these guys love to talk about this stuff, but because of the nature of the job, when they're at Gillette or in the locker room, they don't really have a chance to discuss it. This is a great look into that. Great look at their family life growing up, where they played, how they got into different things. It's really cool. You learn things like Zoltan Mesko, who used to be a punter for the Patriots. He's has since left the NFL. Now he's a financial analyst. How he got started. When his family moved here from, I forget the country they were in, but it was really a tough.
He said he was like being shot at.
Yes,
yes,
exactly. So he came over, and he was playing kickball in fifth grade in an American school, and kicked the kickball so hard that it smashed a light in the ceiling. So they're like, hey, maybe we should have you chat with like the Pop Warner League. Then that's how he got his start.
Yeah.
So Brandon will be talking about different things, how he got his start. It's a great night out. It's 7 o'clock at Cardi's Furniture and Mattresses in South Attleboro. Beautiful location, great, easy to get to, right off the highway. 7 o'clock, perfect for the whole family. That is our Borderline segment.
This week's Wicked Family Friendly Pick of the Week is the West Side Play Space is going to be having an open house Saturday from 1 to 4 p.m. This is how they're going to kick off the 17-18 season. It is free and open to all, so please invite your friends, spread the word. There's going to be snacks, plenty of playtime for all the little kids. You can catch up with old members and new members from 2:15 to 3 p.m. The fabulous, and I do mean fabulous, Kirsten Murphy of Foxtrot Music. She's going to be hands-on and doing music and activities with kids of all ages, but especially for the little ones. They're going to be singing and dancing. So the West Side Play Space, it is a place specifically for children who are 0 to 5 years old.
Okay.
It gives them opportunities for movement, quiet reading, art, imaginative play, infant-safe exploration, as well as lots of programming like this event that they're going to be having throughout the entire year. Now, it's a co-op, which is great because the participating families, they really get to have a say in the operating space. It's very low cost. So this event is free, but just in general, a month is $10. That's it.
Oh, that's perfect.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's just wonderful, especially with these cold months that we're coming into. If you or someone you know has a little one and you don't want to get cabin fever when it's crummy weather outside, this is a great place to go meet other members of the community, meet other people who have young kids, get to do something. So check out the open house. I mean, it's a great place just to go if you want to go somewhere Saturday afternoon.
Totally.
But also to possibly check out and become a member.
That's so great. And that's where's that located?
That is at the former Asa Messer Elementary School Annex in Providence. So it's on the west side of Providence.
Okay.
And they offer both weekday and weekend open play hours.
That's the Althea Street area? Is that where that at?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
You got this. You got this.
I think I know something. Folks, as we said in the beginning, everything we talked about today can be found on our website, wickedroadypodcast.com.
Are you social? We are too. We want to find you and say a little hello and reach out. You can do that on Facebook and Instagram. If you go to anything, use that hashtag, guys, Wicked Rhody.
Hey, listen, you got something that you want Mary or I to check out or try, whether it be any kind of an experience or some kind of a restaurant, whatever, you can send in advertising and sponsorship information requests. You can email us at wickedroadypodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to take your experience or your place, your business, right to the earbuds of our listeners.
That's right. Well, until next time, I'm Mary Larson.
And I am Ben DeCastro.
And you've been listening to Wicked Rhody. We'll have more for you next Thursday.
Don't blow away.